Where am I going? What's going on? Where? We're going in here? Hello? Can anyone tell me where I'm supposed to go? Can you tell me where I'm supposed to go? I'm lost, as always. Oh, you're just playing music. Okay, we'll ignore him. Always lost. Always lost. Doing the event. What? You have 3 characters? 3 characters? That's too many. Oh, you got a certain something, huh? You got a certain something? Well, maybe I've got a certain something too. I've only done the first part of the event quest, but I knew that I wanted to unlock whatever emote it is because I'm an emote fiend. I think between triple triad and emote, I'm a smidge more of a triple triad fiend than emote fiend, but when I see the opportunity for a new emote, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm grabbing that. I'm grabbing, especially if it's something like just completing one quest. I gotta finish spreading love to all the people of Gridania. We gotta work on that. So, well, it's been a fun journey. Holo, if you don't mind saying something real quick.
What would you like me to say?
Just that is perfect. Hello, hi, hello. Just to make sure that if you have any additional commentary you would like to make, we are ready. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is 5.5, which if, not saying we will, but if we finish it tonight, that means I can finally watch the Endwalker trailer that I have for a very long time been doing my absolute utmost to avoid in the login screen. Because I've had the Endwalker login screen for so long! The moon has been running around for forever. The moon and I have become really good friends. We like chat, we have conversations, we hang out. The moon and I have been having a good conversation for a long time. But if you, I assume, because I've never done it, but I assume if I left it long enough that it would eventually start playing the Endwalker trailer. And oh no, there's a 5.55 before we can then watch the trailer? Okay, I'm wrong then. I thought 5.5 led straight into the trailer. I was kind of excited. I was like, Endwalker trailer, let's go. But nope, not yet. Not yet. Unless we just go and we just get through everything real quick. Okay, so let's just move. Let's go. MSQ it up. Before we start, I do have one last thing, and that is to say there's a handful of new people who have subscribed. I don't know if you're subscribing just for watching the live streams or if you're subscribing because of other videos, and then you also come and hang out. But nice to see you all. Thank you for subscribing. And great. Somebody said, there's somebody who commented and said that there was a person who posted on Reddit about my channel, and I'm like, I don't know who that was, but thank you very much. Unless it was me an eternity ago posting about my Heavensward video, but that thing got downvoted to death, so I expect that was not me. But yeah, so if you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's start pre-Endwalker. And hopefully we get to learn more about these stinking spires that have been clogging up the horizon line everywhere. Good news, Jake. Thancred and Ryanje have finished their tour of Garlemald and on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Any moment. It's a good thing we showed up when we did. At any other time, we would have been late or early. Graha's back. I'm not over the fact that Graha's back. Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. We had some business to attend to. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alize, Graha, and not Jake, because he kind of stood around too. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. You're not going to talk about Merlweb and her awesomeness either? No? Okay. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back. Though I can't help noticing that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Would anyone actually miss him, though, if we did? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamingo to apprise Raban and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and Illard, however, were notable by their absence. Nerva and the third, I'm reading that totally wrong. Nerva and the third, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. What do you mean by that? You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. I mean, third, Illard, same difference. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchange between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. Oh, we dealt with that one. Well, we didn't. At least dealt with that one tempered soldier before. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. Yeah, don't go near any of the towers, Thancred. Don't, because it's not worth it. If Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Well, at least a fake, a moon version of Bahamut, a lunar Bahamut. Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Well, then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. Hey, Steph Swat! Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Urianger before the meeting. Not that he has anything valuable to say. It's just Urianger. I like picking on him. All right, he's very verbose. Y'shtola, what are you doing hanging around here? What are you looking into with Kryl? If you're curious to know what I'll be doing in your absence, let us speak of it another time. How did she know? At present, Kryl and I have no more than a hypothesis. If I had to wager a guess, with Kryl being involved, Scions, Kryl, Telophoroi, it might have to do with the tempering and the towers. I think she sees something through her eyes regarding the towers. And Kryl is very much about like the flow of ether. That's what she was doing with all the Scions while they were here. So I think it has to do with how ether is moving about in the land. If you remember correctly, way back when we were in Stormblood, there was the tower that we saw that the ether in the land itself was like being sapped away, and that crystals were not nearly as potent as they once were. And so I think that probably has something to do with these towers kind of sapping the land from ether. But they have a hypothesis, so we will leave them to it. Look at these day drinkers hanging around. Oh, wow, that's actually a very pretty sky. Let me rephrase. Look at these Twilight drinkers just hanging around. I guess that is when you go out drinking, huh? Suppose I can't be too judgmental. It was day when we walked in. We hung out there for an entire several hours, chatting away with the Scions. All right. Oh, let's check. I don't think we need to bend anything. A little bit. We'll take it. You know by how lost I get, even when having a map to look at, that I would not get anywhere if it wasn't for the GPS. Oh, I will say, though, I took the picture for the stream over at the 4th Royal Caserne down here. And, man, we've not really had a reason to visit there, but that place is cool. That place is cool. What? How is there a triple triad match we haven't gotten here? I thought we got the card from the Imperial Soldier that's hiding over here. Did we not win that card? Yeah, the Imperial Deserter. Maybe it's the other one I'm thinking of. Let's play triple triad. Oh, we did get one of the cards, but he's got a whole bunch. All right, we'll win one more card before we continue the story. It's gonna be super simple, barely an inconvenience. Only fallen ace, no problem. We only got one card that has aces anyway. Oh, you got an ace? Dirty, dirty, dirty. It's fine. Just take my card, huh? Just take it. Oh, I'm not gonna flip anything with that. But we still win anyway. No, you're not gonna do that to me. Oh, you want a best out of 3? Ah, fine, fine, fine. We'll do the same thing again. 8 in the corner. Flip the card. 9 to flip. 8 to flip. You did change that card. That's fine, though. It literally is almost the exact same pattern. You can put a card there. Oh, well, I get more cards then. Why not? I win even more. Yeah! We got Fordola, get you, monster. I dare you raise your hand against the Imperial Master. You're nothing more than rebel scum. Oh, that's to say, I'm incredibly sorry. Do not butcher me, I still have so much to live for. You still have 2 cards that you owe me. Nasty, nasty. But technically speaking, we did win the card off of him, which is what I said. We'd win a card before going back to the store. I didn't specify that I'd win a new card. I just said that I'd win a card, so fine. He gets away with this treachery this time. But next time we'll win a new card for sure. Hey, Pidge, how you doing? Not often that you're able to jump into a stream, especially early on. This is the early evening for you. Welcome, welcome. Although I was only in Revenant's Toll for a short while, I did manage to squeeze in a brief drink with Flamine. Spring water only, it being a flying visit. Yeah, I didn't want to lose your stomach on the way here. Grah! I wonder if there have been any developments regarding the Amaja abductions. It could be no mere coincidence that the incidents began occurring just as the towers first appeared. Yeah, they're getting the Beastmen as slaves to build them more towers all over the world. The Royal Menagerie is still closed to civilians. And Daniel and his pet certainly left their mark. Yeah, all the purple fire. Well, we may safely assume that the Telophoroi are behind the works being carried out on the Imperial Palace. We can only guess at their purpose. We've only seen one Telophoroi, which is the Lunar Bahamut, right? We haven't seen anything else, so... Yeah, early evening, being like 2 a.m., right? That's about time when I started thinking about, you know, making a decision as to maybe in the future sometime I'll go to bed. My friends, much and more I have heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole, especially after we fought all of those monstrosities last couple of streams. As we are to see you safely return from your mission, Ryanje, I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, well, if it isn't Alfino and his merry band. Lise? No, it's not! Oh, we got surprised. Howdy, howdy. It's been a little bit, Arnvald. Arnvald, what are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. He probably did get taller in his like fake body, but his real body just kind of chilled out. I don't know if this is new armor or not, but it might be new armor. It might be new armor. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, General Grievous. I thought you'd be taller. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elysian are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Aurochs, such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. A great Aurochs. That's a whole new word. I think that's an invented word for, like, is that a creature in Final Fantasy XIV? Aurochs?
Yeah, they're like mammoths or big ox creatures. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, they were running around Lenosha, right? They're around the beach, the crystal something beach where everyone's partying out at. Yeah. A great Aurochs such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Where's Estinian when you need to have height around, huh? Aye. 'Twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Munbrida towered over me nonetheless. Arnvald brings out the best in Alfino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing, if it wasn't downright disgusting. No work tomorrow, so you can hang out for a little bit. Well, congratulations on no work tomorrow. That's great. Yeah, there's a group of them in middle of Nosha. Okay, nice. So what exactly brings you here? The meeting? Oh, Fordola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Because she has the echo, she can't be tempered by the towers. That is brilliance. And I like that they're bringing Fordola back into the story. I've missed getting to know where her story continues. What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, all right? Always makes me nervous when somebody says something like that. But remember, we were assured by Karinika that nothing tragic happens through Endwalker, so it's fine. If Fordola is going with him, that must mean something to do with tempering. My apologies. As Arnvald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. I think at one point we did a fate with the Aurochs. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Are you sure you're ready? The answer is never. Look at everyone! There's so many people here!
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
I don't know if you all caught it, but I certainly did, that Graha is sitting like right next to the Warrior of Light. And in my head canon, everyone was kind of walking in and taking seats, and Graha kind of just like stood around waiting until he figured out which seat that we were, and then just quietly like slipped in and was like, I'm next to the Warrior of Light. I'm kind of new here. Hi, everyone. You know, it's really adorable.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandana or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
And he can fly, so get the cannons out, because we're going to need them.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
A quick question for you all in chat. Is this a bowl of soup with a handle or a very, very, very wide teacup? Because I'm not sure. Like, a Lala could stick their head in that. I'm just saying. Side note. Back to the story.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Oh yeah, by the Empire.
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Well, I suppose that if you're a thrall to an ethereal ideal, because that's really what all primals are. They are the ethereal power taken form of an ideal, whether it's to throw out those that are oppressing you, or to protect your lands, or to whatever. There's that devotion and prayer and obsession, if you will, that is what's powering the primal. And in that case, if you were able to do it with an entire nation, kind of a feeding off of the patriotism of those that live there, that would be very interesting.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers.
We're gonna need more
Our
Porksies.
scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Kryl can deal with all of them. Done. Fordola. Oh, is it? Yeah, doesn't Arnvald also have the Echo? But like a different version of it?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
I forgot that about Arnvald.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Even if Fordola doesn't like it. I like her new outfit.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
Do we get to go with them?
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
She's got like very adventurous gear.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
The Alamegan Resistance uniform. I wonder if that makes her bitter. Or like if they gave that to her and she's like has to wear it despite it, or if she's kind of turning a new leaf. I want to talk to Fordola. Yes! Fordola. Hi. You haven't said much. If it's small talk you're after, look elsewhere. Aw, Fordola. Not even to me? Not even to me of all people? Well, that makes me very sad, but that's okay. They can throw you a love heart. We're such big fans, Fordola. After you shot down an entire tower, you monster. We've not forgotten. We can forgive, but we'll never forget. She is a cool character, though. I accept that numbers can prove a hindrance when infiltrating enemy territory, but only sending 2? I thought they had an escort. Maybe the escort's just to get him close. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore. Sorry, I think I have a rogue hair that's tickling my face.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Jamolva and Vmar. With the accent, with the names combined together. Jamolva and Vmar.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
He's not a little kid anymore.
Risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
No, I'm just being dragged along for the ride. I'm here to take pictures.
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Classic Fordola.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
Oh, cool. It's not like I like any of you anyway. She reminds me of like an angry cat that...
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
Actually, the language there is ironically accurate compared to the last time that we saw Xenos in person. I just mentioned that. But she reminds me of a cat that like wants to lay in your lap, but at the same time doesn't like you. And so is like really prickly and spiky, but kind of is like, I'm not actually snuggling you. I'm just going to hang out here. All right, it's fine. Don't pet me.
Now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head. I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Everything's gonna be fine. Karinika promised. There's no way this is foreshadowing of something ending terribly. No way.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
The one just to the east of here?
The one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it.
Oh, okay.
Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Pagalthan?
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
You gonna go with them?
Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Emet-Selch. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
At least in your spirit body. You don't know about this one.
I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
And be careful! And eat your veggies! And call your mother!
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me?
Yeah.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming.
No, don't be hard on
I
yourself.
can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
He does look like he's 12. I give you that.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both.
Alfredo, were you eavesdropping on that little speech?
While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
We've dealt with dragons before.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Oh, yeah? Or did he find you?
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Well, thank you. You all heard that in your earpieces, right? Doesn't everyone have the same link shell?
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Okay. So we might just find out where he's going from Ishgard.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
Oh, thank you, Tataru.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Is Graha not coming with
I
us?
wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Oh, this might be Graha, the twins, and myself. Yeah, us four are going on our adventure to find our dragoon and dragon friends. The extra O and the lack of an extra O. Time to find a lunar Bahamut. Rahanala. Rahanala got them shades. Casting shade. I like that haircut with the ears. It kind of blends in. You have all the spikes of hair, like tufts of hair, tuft, and then the ears on the top. It's good. Good hair choice. I get the impression Arnvald is a lot more apprehensive than he lets on. He will have been grateful Alfino was there to see him off. Graha? Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He was another name that featured prominently in history books, and it'll be fascinating to meet the man in the flesh. Yeah, but you don't know anything about what's going on with this. This is all new to you, because we don't match what's happening in the histories that you read. So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, you must hope that it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come on, there's no time to lose. Well, we have the ability to teleport, so while you're all taking your sweet time walking, we can just zippity zop over to where there be dragons. Dragoony dragons. Sorry, I'm allergic to kitties. Wait, Harsh has a wand? Swish and flick. Do we have Harry Potter in Final Fantasy XIV? What? All right, do we see any Dragoon? No Dragoon? Okay. All right. I've only visited Ishgard once before, after the devastation of the 8th Umbral Calamity. See the place in all its former glory, forgive me, in all its original glory, is a tantalizing prospect indeed. Oh, that's because remember we saw that vision of like the future past where they were about to send him back in time, but not too far, but not too early, and they were trying to figure out where to send him back in, and they were talking about the plague and everything, destroying everything. Assuming we find him, this will be my first encounter with the famous Estinian, and if he's half the man Alfino claims, I expect to go weak at the knees. Perhaps do a little bit of fainting while I'm at it. Alize, I would love to see you try. Love to see you try. All present? Good. Let's split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Jake can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. Yeah, the Memoirs of the Count. It's so cool, the way they connected all of that together. I think I shall begin at the Skystone Manufactories. Perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia might well have heard news of our friend's return. Oh, well, fine. You get to go look at all the shiny pistols. Fine. We'll go talk to Lucia. Not that I begrudge a chance to see Lucia. She's cool, too. She's one of those people that I wanted to highlight in the Heavensward video. When she's fighting the dragons at the bridge towards the end. Oh, so cool. Hura? Oh, here on Hard Times. Okay, that's not Hura. I got excited for a moment, all right? Don't blame me. Lucia, have you seen our spiky friend? Good morrow to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emmerich sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamingo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Well, we have a spiky friend that we're looking for. Oh, I see. No, we are not aware Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him absent? In any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Aw. Well, Lucia, it has been a pleasure, and thank you for the little help that you provided. The lack of help you provided. There's no triple triad cards you can get here, is there? No? Okay, you know, you just gotta check. You gotta check. There's always a chance. Whoa, that jumped quick. Just cut! Cut! Off we go! To the airship landing. We haven't done the pirate story, I don't think. There's a pirate storyline over there that we can unlock. Alize, well, what do you unlock? Neutral champs? Do it for the ghillie. Huh. I wonder if that's like a dungeon or something. Blue quests always have awesome stuff. Looks like Alphino may have found him because he's not here yet. Sir Estinian is every bit as elusive as Oriange suggested. I still can't believe Tataru built an airship. That's just ridiculous.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Yeah, he seems to be very, not wanting to draw attention to himself.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Here he is. He's here himself. Where's Alphino?
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
You're talking to her like Alphino.
Too long.
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino.
Please tell me he's joking and he knows that this is Alize. Please tell me he's just joking. He has to be in on this. There's no way. An ilm taller?
Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Like us. Strong, silent type. She goes smack him.
I am not Alphino!
He wasn't in on
If the two of
it.
you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
He got stabbed. He got stabbed right
Estinian
through.
Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side.
And who fell prey to the twins. To the twins. Did he not? Well, I guess technically speaking, if he never met her, then he wouldn't know that they have different hair ties. And unless Alphino told him that, so there is a small possibility that he might assume that they're, you know, Alphino could have changed his hair ties, but that's still ridiculous. Still ridiculous.
To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh, he got starry-eyed for Estinian.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
He's like, I'm way over my head here. I'm out. I'm out.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting.
Not that you think Alphino would actually wear Alize's outfit.
It's been too long.
Alphino showing off that leg, huh? The first casualty.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out.
What a cute older brother.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
Just for a while.
At least someone's having a good time.
So salty, Alize. So salty.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
He doesn't have to be in charge anymore. Explain this to me like I'm 5. I don't understand. Yeah, especially when random cat boy is just like, you're just so wonderful. He's like, this is what Literally, this is why I am constantly hiding from everyone. This is why you never find me and never see me, all right? You want to know why? It's this reason right here. Hold on. Hey, come on, Triple Triad is great. That's hilarious. Hollow shared in chat when Jake is playing Triple Triad, at least somebody's having a good time. Well, it's usually because I'm winning Triple Triad and getting cards, so. He sees them as the brothers he never had. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at. Ooh, that's probably accurate, but a little harsh. You can't keep him all to yourself for forever. I think he sees them as the brothers he never had. Not to be an insult to his sister, but...
Good luck to them. It hasn't been easy being his sister, I can tell you that.
But he's growing, and we like him.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Emet-Selch.
Oh, we can do that for you.
Emet-Selch? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
The sister dragon that's up there, right?
Aye. Tiamat, his mate.
Oh, his mate, not sister.
Even now she remains imprisoned on Emet-Selch, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
Though I guess, yeah, mate could also be like clutch mate.
As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Emet-Selch together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
And we don't have to keep stealing Sids.
No reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Oh, Triple Triad deck?
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again, and I'll throw you overboard.
Oh, he's fine. He can water bucket it. He's used to falling.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less... blunt?
Which is funny, considering how pointy all of his armor is. But I guess if you're kind of blunt if you always cut straight to the point. Well, I think that we can set up a gravestone for Estinian right next to Harsh's gravestone. Tiamat summoned Bahamut once before. She may have again, willfully or no. I wonder if we'll even find Tiamat. Like, would she even be there? So this is the Delta Quadrant, where countless dragons yet lie imprisoned. The great Tiamat among them. He's just constantly spouting lore. Because it's all stuff that he's read about. It's like living through history. It's totally in character, but really funny. He's just like, so this is Ishgard. So this is... Not to complain, but I didn't expect to find myself here again quite so soon. Hey, adventure brings you to unique places, so... It has been quite some time since I last set foot in Emet-Selch, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet up with Tiamat during your visit? Not intentionally. Alas not, we had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of you dealing with her. Your dealings with her. Well then, Jake is the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Even now, she remains a prisoner of the Allegan Empire. Let's just say it helped that Midgar Stormer was there to introduce me. Yeah, definitely. It helped that Midgar Stormer was there to introduce me. And he's not around anymore. Papa Dragon, where have you gone? Ah, yes, you were a friend of her father. I, too, have met with Tiamat. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had yet harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. But she was lying. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls on me to watch over her. Oh, well, that's kind of brotherly of him. Oh, pizza, quiche, or papito salad? Definitely pizza. How could you ever say no to pizza? Pizza is like the food to eat. And we will have a pizza right now, because why not? I can't trade either of these things with Lalaki, even though I want to give Lalaki stuff for his house. Tiamat waits. This way. Lead the way. I wonder if now that we're like level 81, if these dragons will mess with us. Hey, dragon. You cool? Aww. We're so leveled we can pet them now. Hi, buddy. You're really cool looking. I like your big tail. That's awesome. Well, we see Tiamat's wing, so it looks like she's still here, which is good. Oop, running into a rock. Hey, Tiamat, look, we have our own dragon. He's not captive. We're friends, okay? We played some Triple Triad games, and he thought I was cool, so we became friends. What? Oh, hiding in the bush. I saw the name, and I was like, where's Mari? I looked away for 1 second and missed the best cutscene. Headed to bed, though, because you got to catch up on sleep. Get some sleep, Pidge. You can always check out the stream afterwards. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you have a great night. Get some good rest. Wow. What are all your thoughts on this, huh? To think that man is responsible for all this, and so much else that dragonkind has suffered. I think there was suffering in equal measure. Resigned to her fate though she may be, I cannot help but feel that we may be able to help Tiamat, if only she would let us. So this is one of the 7 great worms. Even thus confined, her presence is overwhelming. I'm back again. ... Stoic and silent. Tiamat, I've come to bargain. See you in the VOD, Pidge. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Oh, so you want her to be mad at me, not you? Oh, fine. She can burn fire at me. I got a shield. Tank privilege. Bahamut's been resummoned, but like a worse version of him. He looks a lot uglier. You wouldn't like it. It's like if someone drew a really bad caricature. That my sins should be repeated. I sensed not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know none save the dragons of Mericidia, our children. Oh, interesting. So other dragons summoned him? The icon claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allagan's dark designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
The dragons in the tanks, right? Yes. The dragons of Mericidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Ascians, vile minions of darkness. Again, you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children out of their freedom, their dignity. Is there no depths to which you would not stoop? I wonder if she could break free from this anytime she wanted to, because Estini was talking about how it's her guilt that keeps her here more than any
Your
chains.
children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentations see the perpetrators punished.
Justice calls for action. What wouldst thou have from me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm.
Go and eat him.
We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Oh, he's letting Nidhogg come through. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Oh, interesting. Indeed. As the Dragon Slayer, he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. So you'd be fighting two dragons rather than just one. Interesting. But it is of little matter. For even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb. Well, that was what I kind of asked earlier, so.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance.
Oh, we gonna get a Porksy to cure her?
If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Oh, Sinian hasn't heard about the cure. Speakest thou in earnest? What, you can cure? Tempering? What?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends. To lay Bahamut's memory to rest. What will you choose? I don't think she's going to choose to break free right now, but later. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn, and all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Wow! We've got the Mother of Dragons. Are you gonna break her chains, Estinian? Ooh. Or is there another way to unlock these? And I wonder what this purple crystal's been doing this whole time, the purple ether. Or if that's just kind of, well, no, it definitely hasn't grown up around because the chains are hooked into it, but I wonder if it like saps her ether or something. It would seem she still has some pride after all. Let's see if she's as good as her word. I confess, my heart was in my throat when Estinian thought to berate her, but it appears to have the desired effect. It won't make up for all she's suffered at the hands of men, but if there's a chance we can free her, truly free her, we owe it to her to try. Well, we can potentially free her from Bahamut's influence as well. You gonna try your Porksy on her, Alize, before we release her? While Porksies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is she is far, far larger, and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Then, before we go ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose that we can find the information here? Why, yes we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. What a lore storehouse he is. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. Just hit it with a sword, I'm sure it'll be fine. I know Alfino and Jake here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you are ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encounter of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap, when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. He knows Tataru well. She won't let a little coin escape. I see. But returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the notes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the Flagship. Ah, yes, we are quite familiar with it. The Ethereochemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, well, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Oh, he's just walking around with these things now then, huh? Which you just happen to be carrying around with you. Well, one can never be too sure. I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros Uriange and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference of not only memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. And so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the notes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship, then. All aboard the flagship vessel. Tiamat, you hang in there. We'll be right back, all right? Alize and I shall remain here and attend to the necessary preparations. In the event that the spirit vessel fails to work as expected, you know where to find me. Good luck. It's possible the restraints may have mitigated the effects of her tempering, but Tiamat has been enthralled to Bahamut for thousands of years. To have clung onto her reason through it all says a lot of her strength of will. More than a lot. Her strength of character. Are you a summoner or oh no, astrologist with the cards? Lalaki with the mining dragon. Where are we going? To the flagship. Tiamat, we'll be right back, all right? Hang in there. I thought that maybe a giant hammer smashing those crystals could do the trick, but apparently that is not the case. Gotta go up and up and up and up. More dragons that we can hide out in. Oh, we got little zippers. I want to sit in it. I wish some stuff like this you could jump on. It'd be fun to steal their vessel. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor less Tiamat herself in the current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. All right, well, try not to accidentally press a button then. You hear that, Lalaki? We walk over and Lalaki just starts beep boop boop beep boop beep boop, pressing all the buttons. Just like children. Always causing trouble. Alfino, have you found anything yet? You're looking in the wrong direction, bud. I realize I've said this before, and on more than one occasion, but I never cease to be amazed by Allegan technology. Amazed and disturbed. It certainly is shiny. Oh, hello, Warspite. Obstreperous. Obstreperous node? Obstreperous? Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause, intruder interference. Advised deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. No, 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 no. No need to proceed. No need to proceed. You're all good. Let's see if there's one up here before we go downstairs. Nope. Just a cool sphinx. All right, let's hop down. Malodorous node. Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. Run away! It's gonna blow! It's gonna blow. Oh, it's gonna blow. It's the glamorous node. Oh, it's so glamorous. I know it's glamorous, but come on. Glamorous. It's so pretty. Blip, bloop. Warning. Scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in negative 2,020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Oh no, it's good. Well, I guess we don't have to do anything then. It'll just release on its own. We don't got to do nothing. We can just chill. She'll escape on her own. Sounds good to me. Elfino, we may have to deal with Tiamat sooner than later. And by sooner than later, I mean like really sooner than later, all right? Where's our sky skipper? Oh, mana cutter. Hey, you're not so fancy after all, Alfino. We got one of our own, all right? You think you're so cool? I'm afraid of sitting and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? I did. A node which smelled like burnt hair. A chirping node which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon restraints. I found a way to activate mechanical sentries, if that's any help. Yeah, there's a note that smells like burned hair. I know the one. Though I thought the stench more akin to a fire in the manure shed. But it seemed likelier to explode than grant our wish. Surely there must be another. Yeah, I found a way to activate the sentries. Is that helpful? Only if they're willing to lead us to the node we seek, which I somehow doubt. But from what I recall of the flagship's design, the node you found could facilitate communications throughout Alza's Law, so we might find a use for it yet. Hey, I'm glad that we said something. Maybe a use for it. No. Just straight up no. And he's gonna be like, well, go back there and find it again. Spontaneous, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Almost suspiciously so, in fact. But then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node which Graha spoke. And it was chirping, you say? Very well, let us take a closer look. I think we're gonna have to rush back to our friends down south because they're gonna be in trouble. Where's our emotes? Ting! Thank you, Karinika, for letting us know that everything is cool from here on out. We can just dive straight into MSQ without having to worry about anything or talking to anyone. Because I know that it'll all work out in the end. Everything's gonna be cool. Doing... What? Lavava, how did you get here so quick? So fast. How did the Elegans tell these things apart? Well, one's green, one's... Are you colorblind, Justinian? Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family. Oh, but we do. Or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps? Or do we just stab it? One never knows when a small portion of royal Allegan blood might come in handy, which is why Grahatia keeps the vessel on his person. What about this? Is this good enough for you? Sniff it, boy. Sniff, sniff. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Oh. Are we gonna be one of them? Alfino Levilur. So that way he gets in trouble if we say something wrong. We're definitely Alfino. I am Alfino Levilur. But that's just confusing. Amusing as you may find my name, I must ask that you use Jake Kelton, please. Username changed. Well, aww, drat. Welcome, Jake Kelton. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Albino's like, oh man, I was about to get fried. Error, unable to disengage restraints of the specimen. Tiamat, a system update is required. Oh no, that's gonna take 7 years. A system update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? We gotta reboot it. To smash it to pieces. I could hazard a guess. It has to reset and update. Well, that's more than I could say. Confounded bloody thing. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. Like obsolescence. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So, can this thing release restraints or not? It can, but only once it has received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float here spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placiation protocols. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we will fare better with guidance than without it. I mean, hey, sometimes smashing is, you know, all that needs is a big old turn off and turn on, and then it'll work, so. Reboot it. Reboot it. See, Lalaki's got this thing under control already. Kritika, you could try to slice it in half, but it already gets sliced in half. We already split it in half. See, Lalaki's is already split in half too. It's like a watermelon. It doesn't help. Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. I feel like the voice for the guidance system would be like almost dripping with niceness. Please come this way. Thank you for your patience. We would like to extend an apology for how long this is taking. We don't need to go into the entrance, it seems. We go around. It would be like the Alligans to build giant statues of the near deities that they had captured, right? Like, these are purely decorational. There's literally no reason for them besides the decoration of it. And it would be very Allagan to just be like, hey, yo, Timmy, what should we put up here? I don't know. Well, we captured those warring triad things. What if we just made a statue of them and stuck them over there? Oh, that's a great idea. Good job. Here's the entryway. Access granted to the user Jake Kelton and his access granted to user Jake Kelton and his adolescent Ellison companion. Master Kelton's other companion is deemed a potential risk to safe operation and has been denied access privileges until further notice. Don't look at me. This is a task for you and Alpino. I've been denied privileges. Adolescent Ellison friend. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Warning, errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update 5 years in 1 day. I called it. I knew it. I knew that it was going to need to take forever to update. Just how updates always take. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we should be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I'm ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatia once this is over. Please be safe on your own while you're up here, adolescent Ellison. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something that I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allagan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus you have made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. Well, how do you know about that, Estinian? We haven't told you about our adventures in the first yet, have we? And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? We'll give him a love, you know, heart love. Enemy or no, I want to understand him. I will try, yes. And if that fails, I'll remember him. I'll remember him, certainly. After I've wiped the smile off his face. I like that all of them start with kind of a yes, but. Yes, but, yes, but, yes, but. I guess the top one is just yes. But I will try. But if that fails, we'll remember him, just like we remembered all the others. Yeah, right? I'll remember him. You better bet I'll remember him up and down all of Eorzea. By the time we're done with him, he will remember we remembered him so good. I see little point in reasoning with the wretch. Or remembering him for that matter. Well, because you haven't been on the first. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. You still call her Iceheart instead of Yzael? Don't crush me like that, Estinian. Come on! That was Yzael! Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited. And there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. Because the hand got bit. So save your mercy for those who deserve it. Wise words, Estinian. You have to have judgment and wisdom to know who, though, is deserving of it, which is very hard to always find a line in the sand to draw. But we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Your loved ones will have a lovely memorial service to remember you by. And they'll never forget it. Cannot deny the logic in Estinian's argument. Given all that is at stake, even the slightest lapse in judgment could be the undoing of us all. Warning! Releasing dragon restraints may result in specimen loss, damage to facilities, and incineration of staff. Whoever wrote the restraint note, they had fun with this. They had lots of fun with this. Is that a sinless lion? Karinika? You and all your sin eaters. Not sinless, sin eater. This place needs a few more ether notes. That's all I'm saying. Whoa. Well, wait a minute. Are you saying what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Who's up here to play triple triad with? What? There's a cathedral down there? A mobile supply cache? What? Can we, like, get stuff from that? Can we play triple triad with a node? There's no way there's an actual person up here to play. What? Who are you? What are you doing here? Oh my gosh. Just kick him off the ledge. I'm kidding. I would never do something so terrible. When I said distraction, I didn't mean I wanted to fight. Oh, you want to play triple triad? Anything to get my mind off of this mind-numbing... You got left up here? Bro, you need a better job, man. There is no way that this job is worth any money. 4 cards? Oh my gosh, we gotta beat this guy. What? Reverse? 3 open? Swap? And chaos. This is horrible. Low numbers flip higher numbers. Ah, already. Low numbers flip high numbers. Low numbers flip high numbers. I'm looking at the rest of my cards, trying to figure out the value. I think we just have to constantly flip one of his cards. I think it's going to be kind of a war of attrition. Oh man. We're not going to be able to flip either one of those. But at least if we play the 1 up, maybe they'll play something there that we can flip with the 6. Oh, it's just going to tie. No way we're going to win with that. This is painful. Is it change every time, or is it the same? Oh, it changes. Sudden death, 3 open, swap, chaos. Okay, that's not nearly as bad. At least it's not... Oh! They took Leonhardt! What a jerk. What a jerk. Oh, man. That's such a good card for the corner. That's held. Wait, you got held a card? Bruh. Alright, I know we'll get flipped, but at least we'll get the corner. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll take that. Oh, wow. Ritaten Arvina. Ritaten? Was that the Garlean general when we were doing the whole Warring Triad thing? Put him there. Okay. That. Oh, we can't because it's chaos. Fine. We'll get at least those 2 cards. That should win us. Ooh, barely. We got Hilda! We'll take it. All right, we'll do one more just for the sake of seeing if we can get a different card, and then we'll do it. So he's got one from ARR. Oh, man, every time they take Lucia, the game gets way harder. Oh, Nero would be a cool card. I don't think we have Nero. All right. We already have... Oh, it's Descending. Wow, this guy's like literal chaos. What the heck is even going on here? That's only 7. We can't flip that. We have no 8 up. So I think it's a safe bet. If we put this here, 6 up will match with that, but won't flip. I mean, you can't really flip ours. We don't really need to. That's fine. I'll put this here and we'll see where he goes. Okay, yeah, he went down, which is great for us. So this down should flip that. And it will protect our card on the right. That should give me the win. Ta-da! Lame. Tough match. I'm going to spend some time thinking about how to beat your deck. Well, I'm doing my duty, of course. Man, well, we got a card. I'll take a small win. Take a small win. We'll be back for your other cards. Bro, I didn't realize you had like so many cards we could get. I'm gonna keep my eye out for all these triple triad people hanging around. All right, while we're going back, let's go ahead and clear out some of this fog. Yeah, I was not expecting to find a random dude to play a whole bunch. I wonder if he's available before you do the Warring Triad. Is that... What dungeon is that? It's down here. I don't know what that dungeon is. Alright, back to Tiamat. Back to MSQ. What did I say about we were gonna knock out this MSQ in record time? Did I say that? I didn't say that. Take him with you? Nah, man, he only gave me 1 card. I beat him 3 times in a row, and he'd, Or did I beat him the first time? I guess I didn't beat him the first time. Alright, best 2 out of 3, and he gave me 1 card, so I suppose that's semi-fair. It's not what we wanted, but we'll take it. Estinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alfino's absence that he's needed elsewhere? He has to pretend to be Royal Allegan. It's very hard for him. You know, he's such a low man, he doesn't know how to pretend to be a noble at all. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. And you got the Porksy. Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering correctly. Meaning, I'll need all the ether I can get. A thank you in advance. Oh, so we're gonna give her ether, nice. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely, that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion. suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the Cabals. Huh. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints... The restraints ethereal dampeners. The restraints ethereal dampeners. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Hopefully Tiamat doesn't immediately, like, eat Angelo. Bacon for breakfast. Ah, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with the men of Alag. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her recall the past, you may be able to speed her recovery. Jake, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. Give us the secrets of the Allagan Empire so that we can become strong and build moons. Tell me about Bahamut and the Ascians. I think it's better to ask her about the war with the men of Alag. That's gonna, like... She's gonna flip a lid. Talk to me about Alag. Wicked, bloodthirsty creatures. Not content with their own lands, they brought fire and death to Mericidia, our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land that would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. To the south? I don't know if we've been ever to the south. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I had found a place to raise our young. I wonder if that was the, like, Bun folk. That's a long, long, long time ago, so maybe not. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlayan scholar, Rurusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Dropping lore facts, dropping lore facts. Again, Angelo. Double dose, hit her. So it's like men on the left here, and those lizard guys. When first the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind. And they kept their distance, and so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared on the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man. Blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Did they take him then as like a brutal dictator? Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. For the men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest only too well. Oh, okay. So this was like Ishgard, before Ishgard was frozen, when there was peace between man and dragon. But then the Ascians, after Alec slew them. But this is Alec, though, way before, way before Ishgard as we know it. Alize, you alright?
But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will finally have justice.
Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Like a true dragoon, they always gotta have the high ground.
Ugh, thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over... Keep going, Alize. The magic is working.
Triple dose. Do we gotta give you some more MP? Hi, Angelo. Flap, flap. Hi, Belle.
I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close. I can feel it. While I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you... Oh, Graha. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful. I might hold you to that. All right, here I go.
New cutscene acquired. Is this gonna begin a duty? Hadouken! I don't know, is it Hadouken or is it Kamehameha, huh? Kamehameha? Yeah!
No. I'm almost there.
You can do it! Oh yeah, we finally get to participate. It's been a while. Don't we have like 500 crystals hanging around our belt? We'll just give her some of those.
This is it, Angelo.
The music. Holy! Hey, we can do that too. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak. Good job, Angelo. Go take a nap.
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
And then we all get eaten. And Alfino has been kidnapped. Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner? Oh, I don't know about that.
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts. Their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken unto my call? Oh, she's reaching out to the dragons. We shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know. And I shall do as I must. Oop, I didn't mean to cut her off. Sorry, she usually talks slowly.
You won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Are we ready, though, for whatever is to come?
do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Do it. Cool guys don't look at explosions. They just turn around and walk away. Well, this was unexpected. Stand down, Estinian. Bahamut, my beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise. We look like tiny ants.
By the gods!
She's free! Don't be disappointed, Estinian. It's okay.
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way.
So now we have a different Mama Dragon.
It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Pagalthan?
He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Hey, Tiamat, want to give us a ride?
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way.
I'll make my own. Because I'm a dragoon.
Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Is he going to jump on our back? Oh, yeah. Aww. What a boss. What a boss. Well, I'm sad that we didn't get to ride a dragon again, but that's fine. We got our own dragon that we can ride. Right? Oh, I can't Holy Spirit right now. I was gonna say, we can do our own flashbang. Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle. 'Twould be wiser to gain the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Alright. Full strength means smoked chicken, pineapple salad, or broad bean curry. Curry sounds delicious. I haven't had curry in a long time. I was sad when we left her in Heavensward thinking she'd be there forever, like she said. I mean, that was the expectation. And now she's completely free. She's not even here anymore. The map has changed once again. I've already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphino and be on our way. I mean, we like Ul'dah. That's where we came from. Look back at the empty spot where Tiamat used to be. What a cool change to the game. Oh, is it gonna free teleport us? We don't even have to spend any gil? 3 days later. Well, indeed, here we are. We can stock up on some stuff if we need to. We got eggs, we got glamour prisms, we got glamour dispellers. You don't need clear prisms. I think we're okay. I'm about ready to clear my inventory. Our inventory's pretty bad. But other than that, I think we're okay. No triple triad to play in here. We've already won all the cards we can for now. For now. Oh, we'll be back. First, the spate of abductions, and now an attack on the Amalja homeland. What do the Telophoroi aim to achieve with all of this? By a happy coincidence, Kryle and I were in the process of concluding our inquiries when news reached us of Lunar Bahamut's return. There is much to discuss, but it will have to wait. We got more important things. As I'm sure you can all recall, Arenvald and Fordola were bound for Pagalthan. I pray they have not come to any harm. It means we'll meet up with them there. If you're worried about me, don't be. I got some rest during our flight, and now I feel like I'm ready for anything. If the foe we face. Of the foe we face, we know but little. Though time be of essence, we must not stint in our preparations, lest our haste to fly to the aid of the Amalja cost us our best chance of victory. Somebody else is playing some triple triad. Don't worry, I already got their cards. They're not that hard. You got this. We believe in you. Am I clicking on you? I am. Such a sarcastic clap. It's like, yeah, uh-huh. You got it. You got it. Megar Stormer's still taking a nap. Now I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say the Telepharoi have other plans. Pagelthon is already under siege. Oh, and it's raining too, making it even worse. So now it's nasty weather and we have to fight. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defense effort, with Marshal Tarupin at their head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It is good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Oh, it's not a Mo. The flame salute. I wonder if he gives that just to us because we're a flame. I wonder if he does that to everyone. Your Grace. Marshal Tarupin had made provisions for such an exigency, and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other Alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pagelthon. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja shown any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless he's a different type of primal. Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some functional manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Jake and others like him wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare much better, assuming, that is, if you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. All right, time to eat up and roll out. Alfino, you okay? I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. Papolimo! It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. While I, for one, am inclined to do as her Grace requests. Lest we forget, our involved in Fordola are in Pagelthon on reconnaissance. I mean, you just mentioned that. The sooner we save the day, the better the chances. Indeed, to the airship then. Though that may have been mentioned when we were just kind of talking between everyone, and so they were repeating it in the actual conversation to keep track of things. Oh, everyone's gone. Everyone left besides us. We're just chilling here. Just hanging out. Okay. All right, speak with the Immortal Flames. Pilot at the airship landing. Nanaji? You're new. I haven't seen you. Nanaji. New quests popping up all over this place. You got a card from Commander Swift. Congratulations. Tech. There is somebody who, for like a month or two, would always lay dead right there in the entrance. All right, airship landing. Wow, look at everyone. All right, I've gathered you all here today just to tell you how each and every one of you are awesome. You're almost all in height order, tallest to shortest, and then your Stoll ruins everything, as usual. So the Telophoroi have constructed buildings capable of tempering, and primals which are not. What secrets are they hiding? Lest thou wonder, I have attended to Thancred's ammunition and completed mine own preparations. I trust thou canst say the same of thine. Sort of. Not really. We should probably eat something. Let's eat some more pizza. Let's eat some more curry. Let's make sure we have our best gear on, which we do not. There we go. Update the gear set. Bam. Now we're ready. Glad I checked. Thank you, Orange. Try as I might, I cannot fathom why the Telophoroi would move to attack the Amalja. If Fandaniel's objective is death and destruction, one of the city-states surely would have been a better target. No, they have some other agenda. One encompassing the recent abductions, perhaps? Oh, yes, we need to do a character portrait. Portraits, and then we edit, and then we save. Cool. It's not impossible that the Telophoroi redirected some of the troops stationed at the tower in the front line. If so, this may all turn out to have been to Arnvald and Fordola's benefit. Given what we know, some, or perhaps even all of the Imperial soldiers may have been tempered. If we can subdue them, we should be able to do something about that, but they would still see us as enemies even then. That said, they wouldn't be deaf to reason, which is better than nothing. 490? What are we? 514. We're good. We're good. Is this a trial or a dungeon? Greetings, we've been expecting you. Oh, your outfit is sick, bro. What? All right, that's a pretty legit outfit. I like that. Say the word, we'll depart for Pagalathon at once. Pagalathon. Pagalithian? You all are great, but we're gonna go in with some friends. I think the team has already been decided. Let's party! Let's do this. Party of other players. We're ready. Ooh, at least I hope we're ready. Only the same type of food stacks. If you switch types, it deletes the first. Oh. I didn't know that. I actually was only thinking about the buff stacking. But is that included? Just the XP buff? Wow. Ascian vermin, you shall torment my children no longer. He arrived just in time. Really? Only the time stacks. All right, well, let's eat another bean curry then. Wow, you're right. You learn something new every day. Let's do it. Now we got our fancy portraiture. Lucky.
Glory be to Garlemald. Look at them beautiful portraits. I saw 3 that were beautiful. Oop, sidestep that. Oh, that's cool! He burst in early! Lesser Tello Dragon. Okay, that was sick. Because usually you have to wait for the, you to beat all the monsters before it breaks down, whatever the barrier is to the next area. And instead, he's like, no, I want it now. That was awesome. Probably could have grabbed him and just kept running, but first time going through his help is here. This way, allies, comrades, friends. The first time going through dungeons, I like to take things a little bit slower until I figure out kind of the lay of what's going on. Glory be to Garlemald. I like the summoner. What is that, Mari? Because dealing with Bahamut. You're welcome, little guys. Oh, he's trying to fight. No, we didn't get here in time. I was too slow. Terrified, frightened, scared. We haven't seen many actual Malja yet, have we? Because those are Cabals, right? We saw a couple of Malja fighting at the very beginning, but these last 2 groups have been, there we go, that's what I was looking to do. Cabals. Oh, I can't go up there. I kept walking towards there trying to get up. Oh, Cabal. Oh, thank you. Nice cannon. Can you use that on this thing? Oh, hang on. This is definitely a screenshot moment. With a tower in the background and the light shining. All right, we're gonna change this one up though. All 3 of you just go stand like you're ready to take this thing on. We're gonna get a shot. No, you can stand. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you're gonna make it glow. That's awesome. All right. Fighting stances. We could G-pose, but this is good enough. All right, no more wasting time. Not me trying to get the best picture. This guy looks so cool. What? This thing looks awesome. Oh, I'm running out of time to get all my spells off. Whoa, okay. I'll just stand where I'm at. Maybe I don't want to stand next to the lightning rods. Ow. Oh, maybe it's because I was standing next to a lightning rod I got hit. I got 2 stacks on me now. Okay, we got big ones and we got small ones. Ooh, okay, let's run over here. Slowly growing in size. Uh-oh. Oh, we need to stand by a tower. Oh, great. Okay, I'm gonna try to stand here. Did that work? Yeah! Okay, that cleared me of stacks. Because the tower, but like it's like acting as a lightning rod. I get it, I get it. Okay, so everybody's... Oh, I don't even need to scatter. I can go fight it. Oh, wait, who is this? What the heck is this thing? Oh! Whoa, I bet that's the machinist gets an upgrade to their robot thing. Oh, that's cool. Ow. I just got zapped hard. Oh, what? Your tail throws lightning as well. I think that's cheating. Yeah, Lalaki summoning that. That is awesome. Oh, look at that fancy treasure coffer. What? This music is so sick, by the way. The heavy metal, the guitar.
What took you so long?
Is that the Azure Dragoon? Sorry, the sight.
Are in trouble. Let's split up.
Where you going, buddy? Oh, headed off that direction. Such strength. Oh, whoa! They just blew that thing up. Let's see if we can grab these guys over here too. Save them. Emmerich! The Blue and Lucia! Aw, heck yeah. We're here to help out. Oh, move out of that. I like that we don't even get to see Emmerich's level. Oh, we can't compare notes. We shall see the wounded safety. You're needed elsewhere. Okay. Cool. Another treasure coffer. Ring of Slaying. I want to see some of like the chest armor. Sidian, fall back! He's out. Man, that guy is on a roll. Move. Oh, I wonder if you didn't get hurt because she was an ally. Oh, whoa. What was that? I heard an explosion somewhere, but I missed it. Oh, geez. Towers are falling apart. Towers are falling everywhere. No. Tiamat, help out. Oh, look at all of the waves everywhere. Thank you, Tiamat, for help. May you finally be at peace. Oh, these are cool looking necklaces too. Finger wraps of aiming? I want all this stuff. You lend us your age, we then crush this cursed war machine. Wait, who is that? Will it be the Garmald? Is this? We must hold our ground until the defenses are broken.
Preparing to fire. Oh, jeez. What the heck is this thing? Oh, I just ran straight in and started going. Where did these things come from? Uh-oh, we gotta move. We gotta move. We gotta really move. In the corner. Everybody hide in the corner. That's fine. We're all just hanging out here. We're just chilling. Everything's good. Into the middle we go. Oh, there's no one to hit. Oh, nice, the mages. Oh, okay. Magitech core. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it with everything you got. Blow it up. Defensive reaction. Ah, we got kicked out. Okay, cool. Oh, we got more guys now. Mark II, Telotech Colossus. We've dealt with your kind before. Oh, oh, ow. Wow. That hurt. Yep, that one definitely hurt. Oh, we got rockets from Lalaki. Oh no, those rockets are from Lalaki. Where are they from? Oh my goodness. What is even going on right now? There's so much happening. Oh, I don't have arm's length. Oh. Woo! Grinnick, are you okay? Come and see. There we go. Oh, we gotta jump here ourselves. I was waiting for them to jump us up. Nope. We gotta do it ourselves. That's fine. Whoa, rainbows everywhere. Your brethren, you fight well. I wish that the chat would show up here. There you go. Our brethren will hear of your brave deeds. Okay, that's just a mess. Okay, so this thing just kind of was on treads or something and rolled up. Caused all sorts of problems. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. The Gilded Sea. This is new. Look at this place. What? Please tell me that's tank armor. Please tell me that's tank armor. Please tell me that's tank armor. I want it so bad. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Oh, it's Dragoon armor. Oh, we gotta check that out. Alright, we're taking 30... nope, we're not... Oh, yeah, we are. We'll call into my children. The icon waiteth in the heavens. My children shall bear thee to him. Oh, we're going. I wanted to check on this, though, real quick. What? Okay, that's actually really sick looking. That's Dragoon armor? Man, I want the full set really bad. I want the full set really bad. Let's go, Lalaki. What? These things have gotten so dynamic. That heavy metal guitar is just something else. All right, we're here, Tiamat. Oh.
Oh, you're gonna fight alongside us? Let's go! Oh, there he is! Ooh, he's a lot smaller than I was initially anticipating. Look at him go after Tiamat. Okay, we already rolled on that. Ooh. Oh, that one died. Nice. I was like, whoa, where did that circle go? I was just running away from it, but we got him in time. Armored Tello Dragon. So it's just dragons, but Tello Dragons. The Boja armor? Lunar Bahamut. I can't believe we're actually just straight up fighting him right now. Let's go. We got more dragon fighting. But you got Asinian. I love seeing the two of them working together. That's definitely a Bahamut attack. Those lasers. They took a solid hit. She softened him up for us. Just softened him up for us. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we might have to do this a couple more times if we get tank armor from this thing, because this is cool. Man, they know how to make things look so cinematic. With the sun peeking from behind and the tower. Man. Oh. I gotta see how close I can get without actually kicking him off. That's so sick. So sick. Y'all ready for this? Lunar Bahamut, I've come to bargain. And the bargain is you going down. All right, that sounds like an AoE to me. Whoop, let's sidestep that. Ooh, whatever that is, I don't like it. Okay, we only get hit by one of those. We did not get through our full combo, but that's okay. Ooh, Akmorn! That's the Nidhogg move. Basically, all the dragons do that. 3, 4, 5. I'll keep that in mind for shielding next time. Because I'm dumb and did not shield everyone, which I totally should have. That was like a reprisal right there. Had the skill and everything up. Mega Flare. Oh, is that a reprisal? Okay, Mega Flare is kind of a reprisal too. Move! Yep. Fat Lord? Talking to myself. Oh, great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Towers everywhere. Purple towers, purple towers, purple towers. Oh! Oop, 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 yep, yep. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, what on earth is this? What on earth is that? Whoa, that's like a personalized Akmorn. Okay, alright. That's good to know. Lunar Flare. Oh, that's different than whatever the other flare is. Oh, it's like getting smaller. Ow. Woo! That was spicy. Okay. I'm gonna reprisal for Giga Flare because I have the Divine Veil if he does the Akmorn again. I gotta time that thing. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We got Divine Veil for this. Okay. Got the little grenades dropping. Oh, those are where towers appear. You kind of just gotta run around in circles. Avoid their explosions. Ah, you got Bahamut to fight Bahamut! I love it. Into the middle we go. Into the middle we go. Woo! Just in time, too. That was awesome. Man, we beat him. Oh, good. Great. That's it. Fandaniel's ID is over. I thought Lunar Bahamut was going to be a villain for, like, all of Endwalker. But nope. Fandaniel, you're next. we got you. 5.5 is done. Oh, Rogue Ninja. Oh, that's pretty cool. I could see it being sneaky. Oh, that's like the body paint marks are a part of it. That's really wicked. That's cool. We'll just roll greed. We'll just roll greed. Well, great. Now there's no Lunar Bahamut to talk to. Arvids may have helped Arvald and Fordel escape. Is that? Oh man, I can't read fast enough. Speak again, Alize. Is that the last we've seen of Bahamut? I don't know about that. Hopefully Tiamat's wounds are not too severe. Our allies have steered well clear of the tower for good reason. Uskabald certainly know how to handle themselves. Ryanje? The Moja will not soon forget this day. Alright, we gotta get a good picture with the tower in the background. Can we get up here on the rocks? No? Alright, that's fine. We'll get as close to the rocks as we can. The tower in the background. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There, we'll do that one. A little bit better. Alright, so we gotta pause some people here. Enable target motion. Lalaki, just constantly throwing hearts over here. Beautiful. And Carbuncle is just doing Carbuncle things. Wait, now, hold on, I'm gonna grab a picture, because this is a good picture. But we did play with that you could Is depth of field or camera position? Oh yeah, we could get really wide shot. And then flip it upside down. It's super dynamic. Super dynamic. Nice. About as ridiculous as you can get. Oh, we got the other team in the Discord. I love it. Get to see both teams going ham. Thancred. Everyone's like, hey, give some love to Thancred. He needs it. Oh, it's a callback. No way. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall forever be in your debt. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Ascians. This I vow. The dragon's got a new leader. Let's go, Tiamat.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
Never mind that the dragons were the ones attacking. We're not going to talk about that.
Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
You make peace with Ul'dah then? We would be proud to call you our allies, and let us put the past behind us. You would make peace with Ul'dah then?
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury.
Well, yeah, add the Ascians to that list. That's fine.
I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Off he goes.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
That's 2 of like 10 different beast tribes, right?
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
Yeah, is Fandaniel not gonna show up and be upset that we killed his pet? Or is he just gonna resummon it? Yeah, what about Arvel? Oh, I should have taken a picture. Someone take a picture of Alfredo walking away. Probably too late. Sometime earlier inside the Paglathon Tower. The Paglathon. Oh, that does not look good. Oh, that does not look good. That looks very nasty. Oh, for a second I thought Arenvald might have been stuck in one himself. Because there was kind of fleshy things behind him, but they're just standing on fleshy things.
What in Relga's name happened here?
They're getting consumed by the fleshy
The
things.
gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Was it feeding off their life ether?
We've got to get them free!
Oh, careful. Don't get sucked in.
Get back!
This is why you don't rush in.
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving, now.
If you die on the way out, you can't explain what happened in here. Oh, gosh. You activated them. Whoa, what? Yeah, it's like they sucked out the life ether out of all of them. Ooh! It's Ifrit!
No. No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together.
Oh man, so these things can summon primals. The towers can summon primals. What the heck? And they're stealing all of the they're stealing all of the different beast tribesmen to force them to summon their primals. So we're gonna deal with like literally demon versions of all the primals. We gotta go back and save them. Where are we going? Airship! Airship, we gotta go! Don't you know? They're in trouble. All right, disband party. All right, Kronika said that they were gonna wear the Boja armor. Oh, that is neat. But that's a dragoon, right? Oh, the Reaper. Yeah, Boja coat of maiming. Is the hat the headband of maiming? Reaper's chapeau. No, that's the Diadochus. But that's a cool Reaper helmet too, with a bunny ear sticking through the top. There's actually a hat that Buns can wear? No, say it ain't so. It's actually possible. Tank looks the same. Oh, the tank armor looks the same as this? That looks good even for tank, but I would assume that there'd be a few more armor pieces, so that's the body for tanks. Fascinating. Wait, so how can you wear... Am I just confusing things here? Oh, Lalaki. What Lalaki's wearing? Yeah, I'm reading the wrong names. Okay, hold on. I gotta move the camera around. I like that, like, they're super in trouble, and we're like, well, look at this armor. Okay, so Estinian U/Lean. Oh, yeah, that's true. I could just, what am I doing? So if I examine you, and then Bojan coat offending, try on. Oh, that looks actually really good. Oh man, we're gonna have to collect these pieces, aren't we? This is really good. Werewolf head. Werewolf arms. And those are sky breachers. Yeah, we might have to get the whole ensemble for this. This is cool. This is very like grunge looking. I should have known you'd be the one to end it. Mayhap now Tiamat will find some measure of solace. The tank and maiming gear look similar. Okay. Similar, but different. Where'd your neck go? I don't need a neck. I don't need a neck. It dies great? Oh, man. Is that the only place to get that armor? Though the day is won, thanks in no small part to thy valor, the Telophoroi are far from defeated. Yet be that as it may, 'tis only right that we rejoice in lunar Bahamut's banishment unto the ether. This Boja, and it's the second zone too. It'll take more than a single victory to wash away all the bad blood between men and Amalja, but one has to start somewhere. That's the only place? Oh my gosh, all right. Some of y'all better get ready to run that a whole bunch. Tiamat did say she promised more in this... She promised and more this day, but I doubt she will be satisfied. Oh, Tiamat did all she promised and more this day, but I doubt she'll be satisfied. Nay, she will fight on in defense of her children, wheresoever they may be. While it would have been too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel, we have dealt his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word from Arnvald's safe return. Oh, this, I didn't talk to Ali's Erishistola. Oh well. Let's just take the middle. So is this what you all mean by learn Boja? Is you kind of run through it a bunch of times until you learn how the patterns and stuff go? To see the Amalja fighting alongside us brought to mind the Zun we encountered in the Crystarium. I pray that our peoples can forge bonds as strong as those of our counterparts in the First. We don't need to talk to everyone, but we definitely are going to talk to Graha. Oh yeah, same thing. Okay, cool. That means Alize probably says the same thing. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be many Imperials in the vicinity of the tower. Hopefully, Arnvald and Fordola will have used the opportunity to get in and out undetected. Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions! It's Pippin and her grace.
Would that I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the...
Frontistery. Whatever that is. Your grace, whatever is the matter?
As our troops withdrew from Paglathon, they came upon the 2 scouts sent into the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend I believe, has been wounded and was being dragged away by the other.
Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, your grace. I mean, we're gonna follow him, right? I guess we're just gonna stare after him. Can you tell us aught of Arnvald's condition, your grace? The wounded scout.
Naught save that it is grave. The Kyurgens tend to him even as we speak.
The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Jake, Astinian, would you mind going after Alfino? He may need some support. From someone other than me. Oh, that's super mature for Alize. Kind of recognize that we have a different history with him, so... Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Paglathon. Step Swat, I don't need a neck, alright? You chill out. Come on, then. Thank you, by the way, Asinian, for softening up Lunar Bahamut. I'm sure that our fight would not be nearly as easy had you not done a little bit of beating up. See, it just looks so rugged. I think that's a good look. Wind up Dragonette. Oh, that's different. Yeah, that's cute, actually. Look at his little face. Look at his goober face and tiny horns. Man. One day there are going to be really cute little robotic dragons that we can have as fake pets. And I will be grateful. If you beckon the dragonettes, they land on your shoulder at will. Kind of like some of the birds or others. All right. Did I went too far, didn't I? As usual. I need to go up the stairs. Why am I going downstairs? If I go... I could just take the teleporter, but I'm gonna instead wander around and get lost for a minute. Because I did used to know this place pretty darn well. Hi, Lalaki. Wrong way. You gotta go around this way, up the stairs and to the left. No, Lalaki's faster than me. Get back here. There's a Sinian doing /lean like he's just so cool. You think you're cooler than the rest of us?
I take it Alfino is fond of Arnvald. I know how he feels, but hand-wringing isn't going to help anyone. You had better have a word. You too harsh? Fardal. Instead of standing here gawping, why don't you tell your friend to stop whining like an underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. Please, tell me something. Anything. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Damilet is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Damilet say? Tell me his exact words. I don't know if yelling at Alfino is good. Actually, sometimes you gotta snap people out of it for a minute. Sometimes you gotta like, it's kind of like a soft, friendly, and in love small slap, just to be like, enough, Alfino. This isn't helping. We're not angry. We're just stern. But you're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arnvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait. Or we could knock down the door and cause a bunch of problems. To be fair, though, Alfino does have, like, healing magic, but I guess so do the Kyurgens. That's, like, what they're supposed to do. So, it's like, hey, let me shove in here and throw my hand in the mix.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
No, I can't got anything else to do. Diminutive Alizin. She didn't even say anything. Fordola as a character is such a good character. She owes Arnvald for saving her life twice.
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
Through a window. He's lost.
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Did he lose an arm too? Fordola, you gotta tell us about Ifrit, though. Like, what on earth happened? Did you beat Ifrit?
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just... I just wish I had been there. Perhaps... I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Done what?
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself.
You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the Warrior of Bloody Light.
Not even the Warrior of Bloody Light.
People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most.
But those who take up the shield...
If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
Oh, don't call him weak of heart, Fordola. You don't know all he's been through. That's just rude.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost.
But if you lose heart and stop caring, then what are you fighting for anyway?
Life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
Ain't that right?
All life is precious. Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
I think she's taking that a little harshly. She's had the softness beaten out of her. Yeah, she's jaded.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
Aw, Sinian, you're a hero too. Don't sell yourself short.
Littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then?
Someone else will pick him up and carry him on without
They'll
us.
be gone. Like dust on the wind.
She misses her friends. And some of those that
She
Dreams
sacrificed.
worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Like with other well-written characters in this story, it's cool that she didn't just like 180 and suddenly she's a sparkling-eyed idealist too. Oh man, we got the cool crowd over here. I want to be a cool kid. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Lalaki, put the shades down. Hang on. I think those goggles can go over your eyes. Do sprint, raising the bar. You come into our side of the neighborhood. You're gonna cause problems. There we go. Lalaki with the shades, throwing shade. Kritika, do you have the slash lean emote? That was a gift someone gave me, and I'm very grateful. Because it's so cool. I'm just awesome. Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily. And Arnvald's worth dying, or fighting for don't die so easily. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Fordola didn't even tell us about Ifrit. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the Fragrant Chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Come along, Estinian. Sir Eyeshadow. Are you not even going to appreciate my dragon slaying armor? I thought you of all people would appreciate the Rathalos armor that I spent a long time getting, alright? Oh, Fordola isn't here. Thought she might be in the meeting.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
Okay, so she's already given the account. Which makes sense, because she was outside the room hanging out. Jay chillin'. There were a bunch of Maljud stuck in pods in the wall, and their life energy got sucked out and turned into Ifrit.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fandaniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
So what primal is the giant structure going to be attempting to summon with all the
While
Garlemald
the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling,
soldiers?
I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned, At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Oh no, how many? 6, 7?
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
And they can't temper as far as we know, so that's good. I think we offer our services. You only tell me where they are, Your Grace. We've dealt with them before, we'll deal with them again. But I think she's gonna be like, no, you're busy elsewhere.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do.
Ooh, as they do.
Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Our guide? Are you joining Ul'dah, Y'shtola? You coming to our side?
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
You know where to call if you need us. Pippin following her out. Her entourage of Lalas. You can slump? Is that like lean but different? Do you just oof? Where is Estinian? Oh, there's nothing to lean up against. He can't / lean anymore because there's nothing cool to lean against. He's like, ugh, I'm not so cool anymore. I just gotta stand here like a plebeian. If there's no reason to linger, I will take my leave. If there's no cool thing to lean against. Amidst this great push for peace with the beast tribes, we would do well to remember that old prejudices yet remain. It is a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana her work, nor any alliance leader. Alright, drop us some lore, Grahatia.
Alphino knows only too well that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict, but knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself have shared adventures with Arenvald, have you not? Then I shall say no more.
Oh, no lore this time? That's okay. With the secrets of the towers thus laid bare, our duty to prevent further abductions taketh on new import. Fail in this, and our enemies shall punish our negligence with a plague of primals. Yeah, I'm kind of curious on how many they can produce.
Even without the threat of tempering to contend with, the Grand Companies have quite the task on their hand. Regardless of Her Grace's protestations to the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Tataru, would you?
Alright, we all gotta remember. Write it down in chat. No place to linger. Yeah! Hey, Ree. We gotta remember to remind Thancred that a few of ours could be dispatched to go and help.
Right then. Unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones.
Alfino's definitely gonna stay here. No way he's leaving.
That includes you, Alphino. Arenvald is in good hands here.
I just wanted to go sightseeing and hang out at the market.
Of course. He would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we may regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges.
If all are in agreement, then I shall let Krile know to expect us.
A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging when the time available. Please don't tell me things have gone bad at the Rising Stones. Okay. The last time we were in a situation like this, it did not go well, way back in ARR. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. I'm gonna start the Crystal Braves again. It went bad last time, but I think this time around it'll be good. Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryle in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian, believe it or not. You will join us, won't you? All eyes turned. I was waiting for everyone to just... Fine. I hear that in like a Vin Diesel voice, or it's just like a growl. Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Baldessian woman. Don't make me slap you, little brother. If I refused, she would only pursue me. And I'm tired of running from her. Lalas are scary when they're chasing you. Let's get this over with, shall we? He just kind of whistles and Tiamat comes down. Tiamat's his new mount. Come on, Tiamat. Let's go for a ride. Yeah, let's get out of here. All right. To Revenant's Toll we go. Back home. Not just Kryle, Tataru. Every time you're not looking, you feel the hairs on the back of your neck tingling. Tataru is there, wondering how much coin she can get out of you. I wonder if Arenvald will have some new scars to show off. I hear that chicks dig scars, so. Lalas and Mira are closer than they appear. They're always behind you, always watching.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time.
Of course. You and your Stola have been
Arenvald's selfless
cooking up
efforts,
something.
We may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Hold up. Let her cook. Where's she going with this?
It is possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val.
Which I need to know more of!
But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough.
I hear there's a quest
If there
line
are
that
no
explains a little bit of it.
I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay.
Kryle's leaving us.
After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
And her fancy new staff.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
So we technically heard Hydaelyn when the comets, the image of the comets were summoned in the sky. We heard the same hear, feel, think. Before that was, I think we did this, we heard Hydaelyn say hear, feel, think once before, but mostly it's been Minfilia as the word of Hydaelyn, which that kind of ended post. I don't think Hydaelyn spoke directly to us during any of Stormblood. And I don't think it was during Heavensward. Maybe Heavensward since? Maybe Heavensward since? You just finished that? Karinika, nice. Oh, that's Holo's island. Carl said it disappeared. Holo, what did you do with it? Yeah, I think Heavensward since the dragon, since not Hrace Velgar, but Migar Sormer kind of took our Hydaelyn blessing away and then gave it back. Maybe? Maybe? Near the end of the Dragon Song War, yeah. Yeah, both of these are kind of true and kind of not true. Because he heard a voice in the Crystarium, but we also spoke directly to her. I'm going to say the end of the Dragon Song War was last time she spoke directly to us rather than just kind of a generic call.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the First, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light.
Or the tempering
to our
of
knowledge,
light.
However, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Unless she has a different warrior light she's been working with.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in his judgment.
I don't know about that.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I'm able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
No, Steph's
During
what?
my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reem. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular.
I guess you just have to rewatch the whole thing again, Steph Swat.
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times.
So instead, I'm making Estinian a scion, so that way you have an extra member.
Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
Heck no. He ain't gonna be tied down to anything. Too independent of a man for that. Oh, okay, he can't deny those puppy dog eyes.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault.
But that means he could provide some pretty good perspective.
But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing.
I mean, when Alfredo turned, it was to me like the Puss in Boots scene where he's just like, please. And I'm just like, you can't say no to that, Astidian. Come on.
Some others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear,
Giselle,
you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Yeah, he joined. Of course he did.
Thank you, Estinian.
Not when Alfredo was about to cry.
Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
That was a weird grin. See, that's a much better grin, Graha. You got it.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
Not until I get that armor.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I feel like Yashol's gonna go with her.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Thank you for being awesome so far, Kryl. You've been great. She's off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Sharlayan. She's gonna go learn them a lesson. Meanwhile, in Sharlayan, in the Imperial Palace, of course. It's always the Asians. Show us the reconstructed Imperial Palace. Whoa! He's testing out all these new weapons. Wait, hold on. You guys gotta tell me how many of these you actually have gotten. That's amazing. I bet these are all swords and things you can get in-game. No, he's not going back to the katana. I don't believe it.
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
In Clownsville. No, it ain't. It ain't. He gonna snap it.
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
That big blue one in the background, is that the crystal sword? Like the Crystarium crystal sword? Let me quickly look at these. Are any of these ones that I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta have that? That's like an Allegan one. The sword right by Fandaniel and the spear. We've actually had that spear. I recognize the top right here by Fandaniel. I know you can't see my mouse. I think we've had the Allegan spear. We had that way back in the end of ARR. Fandaniel was bringing low-level stuff.
Failure.
You gotta bring him at least level 80 gear.
Our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance.
There's a relic weapon. What poor adventure did he kill for that? Because I know he had to get it from the Pryat, from their cold, dead hands. That would have been a great, just like teaser. I think we had the Allegan sword too.
But the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken.
Yeah, some of this is like level 20, level 40 gear.
Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
Control you-know-what, right? He uses the echo.
Nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
He proved before that with the echo, he could control the primal of Shinryu. So what mega primal is he going to try to control? So click on the science after the cutscene. Why would I do that?
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to
Oh,
put
that
it
white
to
sword's
use.
kind of nice. Oh, we've had that blue sword before too. I recognize a bunch of these. Most of them are paladin gear.
Which brings me back
Shock.
to our earlier topic. My lord,
Harsh had
while
this
I
big one.
appreciate that it is not an
Big
easy
spiky one.
decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
That gunblade in the background, the white gunblade, looks really good. Oh, wait, that's the, this blue one here with all the segments. That's the one that kind of whips out. That's a Dark Knight blade. Oh, wait, I recognize the black sword with the white wrapping. That we were just looking at that. That's the Dark Knight from the, not Crystarium. This is way too funny.
Not quite what I was expecting, though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Oh no, they're just gonna tease us with it? They're not even gonna show us it? Come on! I noticed that it's katanas, Dark Knight blades, Marauder axes, Paladin blades, a couple Dragoon spears, but there's like no mage stuff. Oh, some gun blades as well. But I think I've only seen like 2 or 3 gun blades. No scholar weapons, obviously like that. But yeah, this big black one here with all of the white wrapping around it. Crystarium axe. Shrinios, who's this crafter? Ah, come on, you gotta show me. That sounded like an axe though. That sounded like an axe. Ah, teased. Teased. That's the, you gotta come back and talk again. Look at all the science here. It's been so long. I'm gonna quickly chat with everyone over here. We'll run through them all super fast. Though Arnvold and I both served as scions, I'm afraid that I have had few opportunities to speak with the lad. I do hope he is fit to return to active duty soon. When the tower rose up in Yansha, my first thought was to stay in Doma to keep my grandfather safe. But when we heard the news of Bahamut's return, he bid me return to the Rising Stones to aid my fellow scions. He sends his regards, by the way. I hope he's doing well. Hoary Boulder certainly cut a fine figure as he set off to the latest mission. I was sad to see him leave, but my nights will be lonelier. It's just the one brother. You scamp. 100% scamp. Labeled across the forehead. Alize has been teaching me how to cure tampering using a porksy. I must say, the thought of being in such close proximity to one of the afflicted is rather daunting. But it's great that more people are learning to do it. I've been keeping me good eye on the towers and telling others to do the same. Of course, I don't mean just the scions. I've got a whole network of scouts to keep me informed. Of course. Always up to date, real. We've sent Colonet and others to be our eyes and ears in the field. Whenever the Telephoroi appear next, we'll be among the first to know. If you need my lance, I'll be ready. If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparation for the next battle. But since you're here, I have a question. The Scions are in close contact with East Aldenar Trading Company of Kugane, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find it in these parts. Tataru? Sun-dried squid, please. Thank you. Oh, wait, what were we supposed to tell Thancred? Or to remind Thancred to tell people? Does anyone remember? Have you forgotten already? It strikes me as odd that rather than marching on one of the city-states, the Telephoroi have so far made only sporadic attacks. I doubt they'd go to the trouble of putting up all those towers if that wasn't what they had in store for us. They're gonna let the city-states destroy themselves. Though we know not the full extent of the Telephoroi's schemes, preventing further abductions must be the precedence above all else, for there lieth the key to depriving our enemies of its most potent weapon. If I am to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. Oh, that's all? Pursue this course. Is there a specific course you're talking about, Alfino, that I'm missing? The sudden appearance of the towers will surely not have escaped the forum's notice. I'd like to think that they would be receptive of crowds' requests for cooperation in investigating the matter, but unfortunately, their reputation would suggest otherwise. Lore Master Grahatia. None can deny that Heidelind's blessing has been a great boon to our cause, but much remains unknown with regard to her true intentions. Given everything we have learned from our encounters with the Ascians, we must keep our minds open to any and all possibilities. She's evil! Amidst all the fighting, it's easy to forget what we have achieved, isn't it? I mean, we cured Tiamat. Tiamat, for heaven's sakes! You will tell me if I become insufferably smug, won't you? Because the way things are going, it feels like a definite possibility. I mean, she has a little bit of right to remind people of the wins that we do have, even in some of the losses as well. All right. Thinking. What were we supposed to remind Thancred about when we got back? I can't remember. Thancred, I have failed you. I am so sorry. I can't remember. Scholar Xenos? He just has a giant Pictomancer brush. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but... I mean, you built an airship, Tataru, okay? You clearly got hobby time. Just saying. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Thancred already did it, was to remind Tataru to send some of the Scions out to help out with the Alliance, which is why Hori Boulder is out and about, along with some of the other ones, Coltonet and some of the other ones. Well, then you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with the Primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on and on, guild to be made. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the Scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arnvald. I wish there was something we could do for him. We'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, would it now? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Wait, so that's the end of 5.5? What? It definitely seems like the end of 5.5. Am I wrong in that regard? Yeah. Or congrats, 5.5. Part 1 complete. Oh, yeah, I was about to be like, there's no way. That's 5.5. That's it. That's done. 5.55. Man, it's 10 o'clock. How long is 5.55? I'll take a cedar in the meantime.
Well, depends. How much time do you have?
Maybe 45 minutes tops.
No chance.
No chance. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I don't mind running a bit later. Like I would probably even go to 11:30, but I know for a fact that there's a lot of people who want to be online for the trailer thing, and I don't want to not be able to have people around for the trailer. It shouldn't be a VOD the first time that they see the trailer thing. So we'll hold then, holding pattern until next week.
Hold.
Boja intro. Well, I mean, as you said, how long is the 5.55? Because if that's only, like say 2 hours of content or whatever, then we do the trailer. Next week's, the end of the stream is probably good for the Boja intro stuff. The first Boja quests.
True, but also remember, you said that you were going to pick your job for Endwalker after you see the trailer.
Right.
So if you want time to do some leveling or whatever, like that's always a good time to do that. We can fill that space.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. I probably just need to do some leveling everything. Yeah, I definitely gonna have to do a lot of leveling.
Yeah, just get everything to 80 before Endwalker.
Yeah, it's super simple. What I might do is go ahead and end the stream tonight and then just hang out for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes and just do some leveling off stream. And we can troll around. Maybe I can rerun that same dungeon and get some gear from it and stuff. So 1 hour of Jake picking glam. That's it. That's the best stream ever. It's just glam picking.
And I'm sure the Discord can recommend like videos and memes to watch as well.
All right. Well, so I think we're gonna end the stream here, but I'm gonna stick around and at least do a little bit of figuring out what things I want to level for now until next week. Because yeah, that is definitely a fact. Was that after the trailer, it's job picking time for Endwalker, and I have fluffed around for long enough. But come on, it's been hard. It's been really hard to make some predictions. Like Heaven's Word, you knew that it was going to be Dragoon for Estinian, like that's definitely a fact. And some of these other ones, Samurai was just too cool. But Endwalker has just been this big mystery. There's no moon job, okay? There's no moon job that doesn't exist. If there's a moon job, it'd be super clear, but there isn't. So I have no idea what I'm going to be doing, so. Oh, shut up, Krinika. No, I definitely was not logging off the stream just so that I could go back and win those other cards from that one dude sitting around at Az's Law. Like, what is he doing there? Just chilling. He's got cards I gotta win. I definitely have a lot of triple triad I gotta play. I got 2 new cards though tonight. I think we were doing all right. But thank y'all for coming out. We will see you all next stream for the 5.5 trailers. Probably some leveling, some messing around. We'll figure it out. And yeah, if you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord, and then on the rare times that Jake is on leveling, you can be aware and go laugh at Jake for not having gotten his levels up. It's great. I'll see you all around. Have a great one. Have a good night. Get some good sleep. And literally, I cannot wait. I get to watch the Endwalker trailer next week. 7 days Endwalker trailer drops for me. That is so exciting.